They told you a lie. Not a small lie, not a harmless one, but a lie so deeply embedded into society that questioning it feels dangerous. They told you that if you work hard, if you stay disciplined, if you sacrifice enough, you will eventually become rich. But what if the opposite is true? What if hard work alone has never created wealth, only obedience? Look around. Millions of people wake up before sunrise. They work long hours. They skip holidays. They break their bodies. They follow the rules. And yet, they remain exactly where they started, struggling, stressed, replaceable. So tonight, Hidden Secrets Archive asks a question most people are too afraid to face. Why does hard work seem to reward survival, but never freedom? And more importantly, who benefits from you believing otherwise? Before we go deeper, understand this. What you're about to hear is not taught in schools. It's not promoted by employers, and it's not discussed openly. If you want access to financial truths that stay hidden, subscribe to Hidden Secrets Archive now. Because once you see how this system really works, you can't unsee it. From childhood, the message is repeated endlessly. Work hard and you'll be successful. It sounds fair, it sounds moral, it sounds comforting. But no one ever defines what kind of success they're talking about, because there's a difference between working hard to survive and working strategically to accumulate wealth. Hard work was never designed to make you rich. It was designed to make you reliable. Reliable workers show up on time. Reliable workers don't question the system. Reliable workers trade time for money, permanently. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Hard work increases productivity, but productivity does not equal ownership. And ownership, not effort, is where wealth lives. Pause for a moment. Think about the hardest working people you know. Are they the wealthiest? Type "no" in the comments if the answer is obvious. Hard work ties your income to time, and time is the one resource you can never scale. There are only 24 hours in a day. You can't negotiate that. You can't outsource it. You can't duplicate it. When your income depends on hours worked, you are capped permanently. The system calls this employment, but in reality, it's a time prison. No matter how hard you work, you still age, you still get tired, you still eventually stop. And when you stop working, the money stops too. That is not wealth. That is dependency. Here is where the story splits. There are two dominant theories explaining why hard work doesn't lead to wealth, and they directly contradict each other. According to this theory, hard work was never meant to create wealth for the masses. It was meant to power industries, generate profits for owners, maintain economic stability. Schools teach obedience. Jobs reward compliance. Promotions reward loyalty. But ownership is quietly reserved for a small group, those who control businesses, assets, capital, systems. Under this theory, hard work is encouraged because it keeps the machine running, not because it creates rich workers. This theory argues something else entirely. It claims the system is neutral, but most people use hard work incorrectly. They work hard, in the wrong direction, for the wrong people, without leverage, without learning how money actually moves. According to this view, hard work isn't the problem. misguided effort is. Which theory feels closer to the truth? Type system if you believe the system is designed this way. Type mindset if you believe most people misuse effort. This is where the illusion collapses. The wealthiest individuals on the planet do not work the hardest. They work with leverage, with systems, with other people's time, with capital. They separate effort from income. A billionaire doesn't earn more because they work longer hours. They earn more because they own assets. They control distribution. They benefit from scale. Hard work creates movement. Ownership creates multiplication. If this perspective feels uncomfortable, that's the point. Subscribe to Hidden Secrets Archive and turn on notifications. Some financial truths disappear quietly. Others are buried deliberately. This archive exists to preserve what you're not supposed to notice. Schools teach how to work, how to follow rules, how to be punctual, how to be evaluated. They do not teach ownership structures, cash flow, asset acquisition, tax strategies, leverage, risk management. Why? Because the education system prepares workers, not owners. And workers who believe hard work is enough never question why it isn't. If no one ever taught you how money actually works, type never in the comments. Hard work exhausts you, and exhaustion makes people compliant. When you're tired, you don't plan, you don't question, you don't rebel, you don't study systems. You recover just enough to return to work. This cycle keeps people busy, but never wealthy. Is it accidental or intentional? Being busy feels productive, but busy people rarely build wealth. Wealth requires long-term thinking, strategic positioning, delayed gratification, ownership, patience. Busyness consumes attention. Attention is the currency of freedom. So if hard work alone doesn't create wealth, why is it still preached as the ultimate solution? And who benefits when you believe it? Income is what you earn. Wealth is what remains when you stop earning. Hard work increases income. Assets create wealth. Most people are trained to chase income endlessly. Very few are shown how to build what earns without them. Ask yourself this: if hard work made people rich, wouldn't the poorest people be the wealthiest? Yet the opposite is true. The hardest laborers often earn the least, and the greatest wealth often flows quietly, without visible effort. Have you ever worked harder than ever, only to feel further behind? Type YES if you have. This video won't give you a blueprint. That would be dishonest. Because the real danger isn't ignorance. It's believing a lie that keeps you obedient. Hard work isn't evil, but hard work without leverage is a trap. Whether that trap was designed or misunderstood is something only you can decide. Subscribe to Hidden Secrets Archive. This is where financial myths are questioned, not repeated. Turn on notifications. Some truths don't stay visible for long. So here is the question that matters. If hard work alone never creates wealth, then why is it the only strategy most people are ever taught? Leave your answer below, and see you on the next one.